Greetings everyone, and welcome to my Sonic Universe issue 49 review. Well, the last issue had reunions, some happy, others tear-jerky. And now we have a prison exchange to deal with, and the jerk rabbit decides to use the opportunity to try and kill the benevolent Baron. Can I bash a skull in? We start with the sand jerks driving towards the rendezvous point with the Chaotix right behind them. And where did Espio get a driver's license? Well, Vector plans to maintain the ruse for as long as possible, and if things get really bad, they are going to grab Mighty and his sister and hightail it back to Angel Island. Now, on this massive tank, the Baron decides to hook Mighty up to this device to maintain the ruse. And the Baron still sympathizes with Mighty, thinking about his own needs in the process. And at last, the two factions meet, and the Baron wants to exchange Flex for Lass, only to rub it into Jack's face. Oh, but Jack has something up his sleeve. As the exchange happens, it seems that some of the robes are actually sandblasters, and oh god, it's a trap! And well, the Baron responds in kind, and the situation just got bad, so the Chaotix are, well, they're now going to grab Mighty, his sister, and hightail it out of here. And Jack, when he realizes who they really are, he loses it. I mean, how many times is that now? I mean, every time that Jack discovers some kind of secret or realizes he's been duped, he really loses it. Ugh. So, yeah, things are not going as simple as planned. The Chaotix are holding off the sandblasters while Ray goes on ahead to try and get Mighty. And Mighty does beg for the Baron to release him because the cover has been blown. And no, don't punch the squirrel in the face, Matilda. Remind us of that scene, how she does not believe she has a brother, she does not care. Oh boy. But hey, look at this. The squirrel has got a pair to tell off the small armadillo with big old metal arms that can crush the guy into bits. And yeah, that's right, Ray. Speak from the heart. Speak that there's someone who truly cares for you. Oh, and what's this? A nod to an old issue? A very old issue? Huh. And this heartfelt speech from Ray stirs up memories of Matilda. We've seen these before, but it also adds one that includes Mighty? Ooh. Ruin the moment, Jolt. Ugh. Alright, so he can get some brownie points for offing Flex. That's good for him. But he chose a bad moment to attack since Matilda has come to her senses and does a punch that would make Captain Falcon proud. Oh, and Jack is, he is desperate at this point. He orders one of his tanks to blast that giant super tank to take out Flex and everyone else on board. And no, Matilda, do not target that missile. No, do not. No. Oh God, and Mighty saw it. Folks, hit the deck. It's gonna be ugly. And I don't blame Mighty one bit. Oh, trust me, I do not blame him. And come on, take out Jack. Come on, you know you want to. Crush him. Come on. Look at those cowards run. Cowards. But before Mighty can do something he can regret, the Chaotix held him back. I mean, how can they hold him back? Seriously, he destroyed a bunch of tanks and vehicles. But the word of her sister's injury calms him down. And see, again, the Baron's a good man, trying to take care of one of his, subordinates. family. Yeah. So, yeah, back at the Baron's camp, and yeah, Vector, you may think it's weird, but it's something called Shades of Grey. You should get used to it some. Oh no, look, the Baron comes out covered in oil. Of course, it's a blood substitute. But things are a success. Matilda lives. Yay! And look, she's all smiling now. She's all emotional. That's because not only has she gained a brother, she has gained, in fact, another brother. See, Ray, you don't have to fear. You can be part of this family too. There's room for one more. Now, unfortunately, because of Matilda's injuries, she has to stay with the Baron because it's only there that she can fully recuperate. And Mighty wants to stay and put on a robe. But, yeah, that ruse will not work because, well, for one, if Eggman finds out who he really is, and, yeah, and Jack will not be happy about that. But the Baron will allow some visits if they are done secretly. But don't worry, Mighty, you still have the Chaotix to, be your family. Yeah. So, after a tearful farewell and, after a nice little tear... I'm just sorry. I got something in my eye. Let me just clear it up. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, they go back to Angel Island and, the Master Emerald. And... what's this? A nice little chat about family, and hi there, Bunny, who we cannot see due to the shadow effect, which might be a hint of some alterations, who knows? Well, that's that. At long last, a subplot that began in Sonic the Hedgehog issue 212 is complete. Mighty and Ray have located Mighty's sister, and now they know of each other and know that they care for each other. Aww. And this proves that it can take a while, but subplots do get resolved most of the time. I know some of them are left hanging, but it depends. Now, I do have to admit, I do like Ray's act being all ballsy in this issue. I mean, he stood up to someone that can squish him like a grape. I mean, seriously, Matilda has those big, massive arms, and I just thought of something. I mean, she's legionized. We know that at one point she did have flesh and blood arms. Now, in order to get those mechanical arms, that means that at some point she had to be strapped down to a table and, ooh, ow. Please say that she was not conscious for this, or at least was numb in that area. Ooh. Anyway, this kind of feels more like a Mighty and Ray issue than a Chaotix issue because the Chaotix barely had any involvement. Now, true, Mighty and Ray are technically members of the Chaotix, but in the end, it's really their story because it's basically the conclusion of their entire journey. Their journey that, had them traveling the world. And it's mixed. It's a mixed success. Again, Matilda is acknowledged by all sides, and but hey, we can hope for the best. We can hope for the future. And good old Jack. You know, I kind of wish Mighty would have, did some damage to him. Break his back or something, like Bane. Something to get some comeuppance before the Chaotix stopped him, because, true, having Mighty destroy their equipment, that's good, but, come on. Take it out on the person who's responsible. Just, you don't have to kill them, just do something very bad. Seriously, equipment destroying is not a punishment worthy of them. I mean, greeted every time Jack is on screen at any story arc that involves the Sandblast jerks, karma comes back to bite him in the rear every time. I mean, there's the Robians and There's the fact that their oil field gets destroyed and they get their butts kicked by Sonic and Bunny and Tails. And I kind of wish Mighty had a chance at them. There was a missed opportunity there. Yeah. And, oh, that's Shadow of Bunny. We all know it's Bunny, but she looks kind of different, doesn't she? And, of course, she's all shadowy because they want to keep the reveal up as long as possible. We do not want to see what she looks like now. And what does she look like now? Has she been legionized? Or did she just get a makeover? Who knows? I hope we do not have to wait long to find out. But it probably will happen due to the whole Sonic and Mega Man crossover coming up in about... Ooh! Oh my, it's coming up real soon. And before I go, I do like this nod to, well, Ray's experience with the Power Gem. And that's from an issue of the Knuckles the Echidna series that was a long time ago. So that's good continuity. And yeah. And I feel like the Sonic Universe stories they feel better than the main story, in my opinion. I mean, they flow better as of late. But I don't know if it's just me or not. Anyway, I'm going to give this great story a good old 9.1 out of 10. And with that, I will see you for the milestone issue 50, next time. Bye-bye.